Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. So, as promised, here's the video I alluded to in the Addons Shuffle. From this testing, this proved to not only be easier and faster, but gave me greater results. I'll walk you through the process and cover everything you need to know. Okay, so as I covered in the Addons video, that shovel gave consistently between 7,000 and 8,000 gold per hour, limited of course by the instance lockout. This shuffle gave me consistently 10,000 to 18,000 an hour. So what am I doing? Well, the process is highly similar to the one I covered in Addons: skinning mobs, crafting gear, and vendoring it for raw gold. Specifically, the Warhide pants from Legion leatherworking. So let's dig into what you need. First, I highly recommend that you are using a max level character. The beauty with the shuffle is you don't need to be super geared to do it, as your level does most of the work for you. You could do this on a 110, but I don't believe it would be worth it for the time spent. Then, you'll want to get your Legion skinning and Legion leatherworking leveled. You can start the skinning part by just going and skinning anything on the Broken Isles until you receive a quest to turn in the sample, and then you can get started. For the leatherworking, you want to head to the trainer and pick up the quest. Legion professions each have a quest line that you'll need to do to get all your recipes. For skinning in this case, make sure you have rank 3 Stonehide leather and you've picked up the Legion gutting option. You'll want both of those for sure. Once you've done the skinning part, you're going to need to get rank 3 Warhide pants on your leatherworking. Once you have both of those, you're almost ready. There's 2 shoulder enchants you can use to boost this. The Boon of the Blood Hunter from the Warden's Quartermaster, and the Boon of the Butcher from the High Mountain Quartermaster. The Wardens require Revered, while the High Mountain require Honored. If you can't get either, it's okay, but I highly recommend at least one of these. Boon of the Butcher is the one that gives skin and meat, while the other gives Blood of Sargeras. Both have incredibly low drop rates when actually used though, so it's not too big a deal if you can't get them. I tend to prefer Boon of the Blood Hunter. The last enchant you'll want is Enchant Gloves Legion Skinning to speed up, well, your skinning. Also make sure you have the biggest bags you can afford. You're going to want them, trust me. And don't worry, flying isn't required for this, though it would make it easier on you. With all the prep done, it's time to skin. There are several spots that work really well for this, so it's your choice based on how farmed your server is. I've marked them on this map for you. The 4 Falcosaur World Quest spots, Bears in High Mountain, Sabres in Suramar, and Demons down in southern Azuna. I prefer the Falcosaur spots, but if those are just too farmed, the other ones work just fine. So once you've chosen your spot, let's get skinning. To keep to the per hour rate as promised, you'll need to farm your chosen beasts to genocide for at least 1 hour. But the beauty of this is it's not an instance, so you're not locked to a time frame. To clarify, instance farming is best when there is so much competition you just can't get anything. So don't worry, I totally understand. But since this is older content now and these materials are not fueling current markets besides to level professions, these areas will likely have far fewer people. Likely, depending on your server. So, farm for an hour. But obviously, farming longer means more gold, so pick your poison. Now let's look at an example of what you can expect from an hour of putting your best foot forward in skinning, as well as what to do with it all. Here's a quick look at my results. So, from the gray items, I received a worth of 1400-ish gold. I also received about 20 green BOEs and 52 oddly shaped stomachs. Those contain any random Legion materials from dust to herbs to ore. These aren't counted in the gold per hour, but they are a major bonus if you made sure to level your skinning fully. I also received over 1100 unbroken claws, almost 200 pristine Falcosaur feathers, 1200 wild fallow eggs, and 90 plus Falcosaur eggs. These materials are all worth nearly nothing on my server, so besides perhaps turning some into some old cooking dishes, I don't know what to do with them besides selling them on the auction house. I did check on the claws too in regards to using them to craft other leatherworking recipes. The closest one would be the Warhide boots, which use these, but they vendor for too little and the math just doesn't make up for it. You're better off just selling them on the auction house. At least one of these useless mats is somewhat useful. and that would be the Falcosaur eggs. You can craft these with cooking into the spiced Falcosaur omelets. These work just like the bear tartare and increase your speed after killing an enemy. Though they're only usable in the Broken Isles, so they're not worth that much, but since you'll be farming the eggs anyway and farming in the Broken Isles, these are quite useful, and basically free. I also received 44 Blood of Sargeras, which you will want to exchange for more Stonehide leather at the vendor in Dalaran, because in this case that was an extra 440 leather. On top of that, I received 2 Boon of the Butcher, which had 2 to 3 blood each, and then I also received 1 lockbox, which had 1 green in it. And of course, total, I got over 3,600 Stonehide leather. So that's a lot of goodies, but what does it all amount to? Well, the 3,600 Stonehide leather turned into about 226 Warhide pants, which vendor into 36 gold each. That by itself, and not including the raw gold from the vended grays and greens, gives you about 8,100 gold. But wait, that's not all. These are blue pants by default, and have a chance to proc into purples, which sell for 49 gold each. In this instance of farming, 30 of the 226 pants procced, and it's worth noting that it took me 8 minutes to craft all of them. There's no Legion crafting enchant here, I'm afraid. So, including the procced purples and the vended grays and greens, in this sitting of farming I received 10,500 gold in 1 hour and 8 minutes if you count the crafting. That is already better than the 7,000 to 9,000 from Ataldazar, and I wasn't struggling to stay alive. But I mentioned you could get up to 18,000 or more, didn't I? The simple answer to that trick is to do this with at least one friend. That's right, the legendary F word of the elusive friend beast, the hardest thing to obtain in WoW, and surely part of the feat of strength achievements. I won't bore you with reading out another list of goodies, so the results of the duo farm are on screen here. What I want to focus on are the grays, greens, leather, and blood. So after turning in all the blood, we got over 5,500 leather, which came to 347 Warhide pants. At 36 gold each, that's over 12,000 gold. But of course, 54 of those pants procced into purple, and those are 49 gold each, which gave even greater results. So here's the math up on screen for our duo farm result. Combined with everything from the two of us, we ended up with a total of 18.5 thousand gold. Now, there's one more important thing I want to point out. You should also check your server's auction house and see what the prices are. If the leather is going for more than 3 gold apiece, it may be worth your time to try and sell them on the auction house rather than turning them into raw gold. It takes 16 Stonehide to make 1 pair of pants, which vendors for 36 gold. So 36 divided by 16 is 2.25. That's how I calculated the value of at least 3 gold per leather in this case. So there we have it. That is my alternative farm to the Ataldazar Shuffle. I hope this helps you out. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte. And that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and poke that bell for more Coffee Field content. Leave a comment down below if you liked it, and remember, it's never too latte.